Hello everyone and welcome to the season finale of our first season in F1 2017 career mode with the Williams F1 team. And today we have I think a really good shot to end the season strong. Some reason like after Brazil you can see the team's uh, performance has gotten a lot closer. So I think it's going to give us a much better shot than what we've had throughout this whole season. So we're going to do the best we can. I think we actually might be able to contend for a podium in this race. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we can qualify good. So we're coming off the 7th place finish in Brazil, so hopefully we can finish it out strong here to end the season. This could be my last race with the Williams team. I personally really haven't enjoyed racing for this team this season, and I think that we're going to kind of go through the options we have at the end of today and see if I'm going to stay there or not, or maybe I'll go to another team. And I'm just swapping out all my engine parts at this point. I mean, might as well just have fresh parts because, I mean, it's the last race, so it doesn't really matter anymore. But I think that I might go to the team that I race for in league racing, which none of you guys know, like maybe 2 of my subscribers know that. So we come to our qualifying lap now, though. I think we have a pretty solid shot. Raikkonen currently on the pole, but I don't know if that's going to stick or not. We'll find out. The car at this point is handling pretty solid. I worked on the setup actually way before I even came to Abu Dhabi. I've done setups for many tracks. I got a setup for every track, obviously, but I worked on this one quite a lot, and I think it's really going to pay off here in this qualifying session now as we come to the end of our first attempt at a lap. We're probably going to make 2 laps depending on where we go right here out of the last turn. We're going to come through to the line and we're going to go P2 for the moment, which is one of the best we've done this season in qualifying. But I think I can do just a little bit better at this point, and we're going to try it now as we come to the end of our second lap. I did get a little exceeding track limits. I kind of cut there, but we're going to come through the final corner. We're going about 3/10 faster at the line. We're going to go P3 to start the season finale here in Abu Dhabi, so I will take it. I'm very excited for this opportunity that we have to run good finally. We're less than half a second off from the post hitter Bottas, so I think we have a good shot. So let's hope we can get it done in the race. Our teammate Lance Stroll, he's probably dead last. I mean, let's be honest. Okay, 16th. That's career best, but let's go to the race and let's make it happen.
What a year it's been, Ant. It's been an absolute pleasure. And now, how are you feeling ahead of lights out tonight?
Well, it's been a breathtaking year of F1 action, and there's one more sting in the tail to come here tonight, I reckon. We've been all around the world, but there's still everything to fight for, and what an occasion it is as well. There's a real sense of anticipation every time we come here to Abu Dhabi, and here's hoping it's a fitting end to a very special season.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and a Williams alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Perez, Kimi Raikkonen and Verstappen, Hamilton, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg and Esteban Ocon, Sainz, Kvyat, Fernando Alonso and Grosjean, Stroll, Palmer, Marcus Ericsson and Kevin Magnussen. Van Dorn and Pascal Wehrlein completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Alright, there was a couple guys with grid penalties, but we are ready to go green for one last time this season in the Williams car. Let's do it. 5 red lights, starting P2 from the penalties. We are green in Abu Dhabi right off the bat. We're going to go right in front of Valtteri Bottas for the lead there into turn 1. We're going to clear him with no problem at all. First time we've actually passed the leader in this season, and we are gone, and hopefully we can check out. It's going to be hard to pull away from a Mercedes, but we can hope for the best here as we come in through the little S area into the sharp left-hander. We actually are leading in F1 Grand Prix. Let's get it out of the way now. But to be honest, we do not have a winning car. We're not going to win this race. I mean, I'm just going to try and hold on to the lead as long as I possibly can, which I honestly don't think we're even going to hold on to it for a lap. I think Valtteri Bottas right here, he's closing up on me pretty fast, but he does not go for a move, thankfully. Now, I want to touch on one thing real quick is what would you guys prefer to see next season in my F1 career mode series, would you like to see a live commentary, or would you like to see what I do now, which is just commentating after the race over and what happens with all the cinematic views? Because with these, there's sometimes like cracking in the mic. If it was live commentary, it'd be way better. But I would really like to see your guys' input on what you would like to see. If we want live commentary, or what I'm doing now with the post-race commentary over top of the footage. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see next season. Locked up the left front a little bit. By the way, I'm also using a controller in this episode. I still did not have my gas pedal on my wheel fixed. So next season though, we will have the wheel back, so it's going to be awesome for that. I'm really excited to have that back, but really not much of a difference between a wheel and a controller, as Bottas now makes a move to the inside. We're going to fight hard on the outside. I'm not going to let him have it easily. He might push up. I go way off track. We come back on right in front of him. Wow, that was close. We fought him off pretty solid right there in that corner. But I think he's going to have a really solid shot right here out of the left-hander. We do go slightly wide, but it helps us on the exit. I actually did not get the best exit there, but I'm going to try and break the draft and see what Bottas can do here. He's probably going to follow me. Yes, he will. He will follow me all the way to the bottom of the track. He's going to stay to the left, and he's going to make a move once again to our inside into the corner. And honestly, at this point, I'm just going to let him have the position. It's not really pointless. Well, he screwed that up, so actually, let's just go back on by for the moment. But I really don't see a point to holding him up when I'm clearly slower. Did I just say slower? Slower than Bottas. Gotta love knocking down the pylon. We've locked up the front tires a couple times here in this race, but that's really not a big deal. Vettel right behind Bottas now. You know that Vettel clinched the championship back in Mexico, so he has absolutely nothing to worry about. But hopefully next season we can have a much tighter race. I think it could have been a lot tighter if there wasn't so much bad luck for the other competitors he has. Vettel just had a great season other than a few moments such as Italy when he got destroyed and died. Lewis Hamilton had so much bad luck. Bottas, he did pretty good most of the season, but there's a few moments once again for him and even Kimi Räikkönen. So that really kind of just let Vettel have the championship. And hopefully next season, as I cut the corner, my bad, but next season I don't think we'll have a shot at the championship, obviously. But hopefully we can get in a car that can develop quickly and be more competitive. We're not going to get a ride that's better than what we have right now, that's for sure. Bottas with a huge run down the long straightaway. He decides not to make a move, thankfully. So we get to hold on the lead for another lap. Yay. And alright, now we come to a lap later on lap 4. Bottas does make a move of the inside down the long straightaway. I locked up the left front just a little bit there, but at this point I'm just going to fall in behind him and let him have the position. But at the same time as this happens, Max Verstappen pulls over to the side of the track, and he is done for the season finale. He is DNF'd in this race, so that's our first DNF of the race. And I don't think he's officially actually retired yet, but now we fall in, like I said, behind Valtteri Bottas. There's the DNF there, down to 19 cars. Not the way you want to end a season with a DNF. One thing I would like to see in the next F1 game is random engine blowouts for not just the AI, but for the actual human player as well. That'd be really nice. But now we come in for our pit stop on lap 9. A couple guys have already pitted, and now we come in and hopefully we can get a pretty solid stop. I mean, it's not going to matter too much. We've had a very clean race, which I'm very happy with. We're going to throw on the soft tires and we're gone, and that's going to be our only stop for this race. But at the same time, as we come out of pit road, you see our leader, Valtteri Bottas, is now out of the race. He is pulled over with a mechanical issue. So the leader is now done. Not the way you want him to end the season, but that's a pretty big move we make there on Stoffel Van Dorn as we kind of passed him off track and we actually got airborne. but I guess they declared it a clean pass, so all is good, right? Ricardo right behind Van Dorn as we are just at this point getting the heck out of there. We currently do have a gap over Vettel, very, very small, as you can see here. He's right behind me, and he's going to be pouncing on us next. He's going to be passing us as we come to just 12 to go. We're almost within the last 10 laps of the season at this point, as Raikkonen currently holds the lead. Can Sebastian Vettel win in the last race of the season just to kind of put the cherry on top? Doubtful. I mean, he's 12.8 seconds, well, 12.9 seconds behind Kimi Räikkönen, his teammate. Yeah, Raikkonen's basically run away with this. There's no catching him at this point, but I'm just happy that we're still running on a podium position. We just need to kind of hope we can stay there, which I think is going to be pretty hard to do. I think the next car behind Vettel is Ricardo, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be catching me. So we're going to have to hope for the best here. Basically, I'm going to have to drive as hard as I possibly can. The hardest I've ever driven, maybe. I really want a podium to end the season. Just 11 to go now in Abu Dhabi. Vettel is there. Raikkonen comes to pit road, but I don't know. Maybe Vettel has to pit again, and that will help Raikkonen get to the lead, but we'll find out here shortly within probably the next 5 to 6 laps, as we do come to lap 21 now. Vettel has gotten past me. Now his teammate Raikkonen, who pitted just a few moments ago, is coming by, and look who we have behind us, Lewis Hamilton. So we're definitely not going to get a podium today, unless one of these guys DNF. And I screwed up that turn, but we're okay. We're going to lose a lot of time. Here comes Lewis Hamilton to our inside. Him and Ricardo had a moment back in Brazil. Remember that, going into turn 1. And we will be pitting this lap, apparently. Jeff wants us in anyways. We haven't had a lot of rain races this season. We only had, like... Honestly, I don't remember any rain races that we actually had to put on a wet tire. Brazil, obviously, it rained. It rained 90% of the race, and we didn't have to put the wet tires on, which... Oh, man, that annoyed me so bad. Hopefully next season we can get some rain, because I would really enjoy doing some more rain races. We're not going to pit this time. Honestly, if I can save my tires enough, we could stay out to the end, and that's actually what I'm going to do at this point. We're going to go probably 8 laps longer than predicted, and we got just 3 to go now. We're sit P4 still. Look at Alonso in P5. That is awesome. I think he finished, what, 5th or 6th in the Australian Grand Prix in real life this season. And Haas is doing... They really showed up strong, and honestly, Haas is my favorite team just because they're a North American-based team. And a lot of people do not like them right now due to they think it's a copy off of Ferrari. But they should probably watch, or I would like to see those fans' reactions if they watch NASCAR and understand the team alliances that they have. They would hate that. But now we come to the white flag in the season. Vettel, I believe, does lead at this point. I don't think Raikkonen's going to catch him. So it's really not going to be the way Raikkonen wants to end the season. He led quite a bit. But Vettel is going to likely end out the season with a victory to go along with his championship that he won a couple weeks ago in Mexico. This has been a pretty fun season. I haven't enjoyed racing the Williams car as much as I thought I would, but we've got a couple podiums out of it this season, so I'm happy with that. And it's not the worst debut season. I mean, I'm pretty content with how we performed. Coming to the now second sector, we are in the second sector, coming up on the last sector. Alonso still sits P5, so he's likely going to hang on to 5th. That is pretty impressive by the McLaren driver, obviously knowing how they are in this game. Who knows, maybe next season they can improve. That'd be cool if they became like a title contender next season. I mean, well, it won't be next season, but within the coming seasons. We're in, or exceeding our target position as Sebastian Vettel does win the season finale in Abu Dhabi. Raikkonen will bring it home 2nd. Lewis Hamilton's going to bring it home 3rd to top off the podium. and we're going to be the first guy that misses the podium, but I'm still pretty happy with 4th. As we come through the final corners now into the last turn, we go way longer than we should have on these tires, but it's going to work, and we're going to finish in 4th to finish off the season with the Williams F1 team. Thank you, Jeff. I'm pretty happy with that, guys. And thank you for anyone who stuck around watching this season and subscribed to the channel. I'm really excited to start the next season as soon as possible, and as well as continue my NASCAR series.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today.
Look at that pixelated hair, that's brilliant.
Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
Sebastian Vettel celebrates here in Abu Dhabi. He's now a 5-time world champion. This is the first time Ferrari has won the championship in quite some time. Stoffel Van Dorn was 17th. Why are you mad about that, man? That's like a career best.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but
Obviously,
sure
I'm kidding.
Compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
The last celebration of the season right here in Abu Dhabi with that old F1 logo. I love the new Formula 1 logo. I didn't really care for it at first, like the first day. And then like after that, I was like, wow, that is a nice logo.
It's a good result for Sebastian Vettel, who moves.
There's the finishing order. Julian Palmer, also with a solid run here. Grosjean and Magnussen, both Haas cars in the points today here in the season finale. Daniel Ricciardo, somehow all the way down to 13th. Lance Stroll, our teammate, with 14th. That's usually about where he finishes every time. We finished the season, though, 7th in the point standings. I'm happy with that. I really am. And here's the rest of the point standings here. Lance Stroll, awesome job today, or this whole season. Lance, 17th, 5 points. You're really making the team proud. There's the constructors. We finished 5th. And now let's get our little contract offers. 2,300 resource points isn't too bad. We can do a lot with that. Well, not a lot. We can get two upgrades, major upgrades. Blah blah blah. And we are tied with Perez for our rivalry update going into next season. Look at the rep. So it looks like, ooh, I don't know who we're gonna get an offer from. Like Sauber, McLaren, and Toro Rosso. I don't know how many. I think it's 3 or maybe it's 4 teams. So then, like, well, we'll find out right here.
I hope so. But,
did you dye your hair?
other options if you're up for a new challenge. Let me just grab the door.
Her hair looks different from the last time we seen
I
her.
had a call from another team a few weeks ago. Well, things have moved on since then. These are the offers I've managed to put together for you. You don't
Look at that
have to
trophy
go,
over there. I want that.
but let me know what you think.
That will be us one day, holding up that trophy. Just saying that now. Alright, here is our contract offers. Any moment now. There we go. Okay, so we can stay as #1 driver at Williams, go to Renault, go to Toro Rosso, or go to Haas. Which Haas isn't too far behind. Renault is basically even with us, slightly better. So I think we might make a change here, guys. And I'll see you guys next season very shortly. And you guys will get to see where I end up. And I can tell you right now, it won't be Toro Rosso. That's the one team I'll give you a hint that it won't be. End of the season. Yeah, okay, Lance Stroll sucked, we know. Alright, so that's going to do it for this first season of F1 2017 Career Mode. I will see you guys next season in Australia. There's our awesome engine that's worn out. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment if you enjoyed. Those would all be incredibly, incredibly appreciated. So I will see you guys next season in Australia. Have a good day.